What's up, Pokemoshpitbeta? This is GamerJayTV, and this will be my second upload to this channel. And yeah, first upload, I mispronounced a couple names. I really apologize for that. Some of these names are pretty confusing to me. So anyway, back to this match. I have a standard match up against my friend NexesOtaku, and as you see, he is running 6 OUs, and I'm like, I usually run the standard. I run my standard of 2 OUs, 2 U's, 2 RU's, things like that, because I really like doing that. As you see, I have a semi-seer in my lead spot. He's like, why in the hell did you lead off with a semi-seer? Well, I thought he would try to lead off with Magnezone, thinking that I would lead off with my Ferrothorn, because sometimes I do like to lead off with my Ferrothorn just to get up like early game rocks. But but this time I was like, nah, he has a Magnezone. I'm not gonna try to do that, yeah, and then even if I did set up my rocks, he would have switched out into his Magnezone to trap me or something. Anyway, I'm about to beat the brakes off of him. No, I'm kidding. So I'm gonna go ahead and lead off with my Simisear, and he's gonna lead off with his Machamp, and I know he's gonna go for the Stone Edge. I'm not gonna stay in. I'm gonna switch out and go into my Claydol, so then I can take the Stone Edge, set up some rocks because set up a screen, set up my Reflect because I know for a fact that his Machamp cannot touch me at all at the moment. So I'm gonna go for that Reflect, switch out into my Sawsbuck, predicting him to go for a Leech Seed, but he actually goes for the Substitute. That's perfectly fine with me because if we know Whimsicott's like I do, he can't really do much to me at all. So all he can really do is go for another sub, wait to see what I'm going to do, and then go for the Encore, which I went for the Double Edge because, it gets stabbed and everything. So he's going to Encore me after all these after turn effects. He's going to Encore me into a Double Edge. I personally don't mind. I mean, that's the only move I was planning on going for anyway. I didn't want to try to do a Swords Dance or anything on this thing because then he can just, do all types of shenanigans on me. But it puts me in a bad position because I am locked into my Double Edge because of an Encore, and he's going to switch out into his Magnezone, knowing that either I'm going to have to switch out or stay in, and I'm not going to stay in because these things usually carry HP Fire. But his is actually pretty special because, well, I don't know if it's special per se, but I've never seen it before. Anyway, so I'm going to switch in my Claydol, mainly because these things usually do like to go for the whole Charge Beam thing, and the fact that, I'm part ground, he can't Charge Beam me, so I can go ahead and sit there and set up a Light Screen. Surprisingly, I outspeed him. I did not know that, but yeah, that's surprising. And he goes for a Hidden Power, and it's super effective, but it did jack diddly. So I'm thinking that would be HP Ice for like ground types because he can't really touch them with like Charge Beam and T-Bolts and stuff. So it would make sense, But I would usually think these things carry HP Fire to trap things like Ferrothorn. But oh well. So he's gonna go ahead and switch out into his Bows and predicting my Earthquake. Good prediction on his part, and he's gonna go for that Rock Polish. And I think my Reflect wears off, so I'm going to go ahead and set up another Reflect, and then I'm going to actually get the hell up out of here and switch into my Cock Black. And because, yeah, I'm going to take the Stone Edge like a freaking boss because I am max defense, max HP with a Reflect up, and he's a Life Orb Rock Polish set. I don't know what else he has on his set. He probably has Earthquake considering, Stab, and I don't really know what else. But he's gonna switch out into his Tentacruel, probably predicting my Ice Beam. But I actually predicted the switch, so I went for the Calm Mind because I could probably take anything on his team. So I just went for the Calm Mind. And what he probably did not know is what I carried Roar. I carried Roar for a reason. I didn't want to switch out. I don't like switching out a lot. Even though I kind of do it in this match, I didn't really like switching out a lot. So I put Roar on this Suicune. Just so it comes in handy. So I ended up roaring him back into his Landorus, and he went for the Rock Polish. I really do not know why. I don't know what was going on there, but I just went for the Ice Beam to take it out, So yeah. So he brings in Magnezone, probably trying to get me to switch out into my Claydol, trying to predict a Thunderbolt from this thing. But I actually go in and go for the Roar, and I end up roaring him out into his Haxorus. And this Haxorus is banded. He told me it was banded after the match, and before the match I was like, please don't be banded. Please don't be banded. But even a Bandit Outrage did absolutely nothing, considering, like I said, I'm max HP, max defense with, and I'm behind a Reflect. So I'm going to go for the Ice Beam. Not going to kill it, but that's perfectly fine because I'm going to switch out my Suicune into my Ferrothorn. Yes, you see my Ferrothorn is a different color. ROM hacks everyone. Anyway, yeah, I switch in Ferrothorn because I carry the Iron Barbs and I'm just going to let him kill himself. But that leaves me in a very bad position because now he can switch into his Magnezone and pretty much trap me in here. So he's going to go for the sub. And I'm going to go for my mid-game rocks because, I just like going for my mid-game rocks and stuff like that. So he's pretty much just going to sit here and try to set up on me, with all his charge beams and stuff. I'm just going to go for my Power Whips, break his sub. And it takes 2 Power Whips to break a sub. That's what I really I expected maybe 3, but 2 is perfectly fine with me because if I get a crit, that would mean that's 1 dead substitute, so that's really good to know. And I'm hitting all these Power Whips like it's nothing, and I don't know how I'm hitting all these Power Whips. It doesn't have like 85 accuracy. Anything that's like 85 and below is just you're gonna guarantee a miss somewhere. But surprisingly enough, I don't miss. And man, this Ferrothorn is looking really sexy, man. I mean, it's red. I like that. I like it. I really do like it. Yes. And also, don't think I'm trying to copy anyone doing this whole ROM hacking thing with the different colors and the different text. I'm not trying to be a shofu or anyone or like that. I just like doing the hacks and changing up stuff in the game to make the game more appealing to me. That's how I do it. Anyway, so as you see, I got a crit, and yeah, the real reason why I kept on going for Power Whips and stuff, I wanted to get him down to a low enough health where he can't sub up anymore, and to where he's not behind a sub. And I just happened to do that. So, hurry up, I don't have all day. Wow, I just be forgetting what I be putting in this game. So I go for the jump kick because I didn't know if a double edge would take it out, and I didn't want to risk him. I didn't want to risk it because he does carry the HP Ice, and he's at he's more than +1, so that's pretty scary. So he brings in Machamp. I'm gonna switch out into my Claydol, predicting the Dynamic Punch, which is exactly what he goes for, and the Claydol was pretty much fodder, but at the same time though, I really wanted to spin away those toxic spikes that the Tentacruel set up earlier in this game, but I get the hacks and I hit myself, so that Dynamic Punch is going to bring me down to a low enough health to where a Bullet Punch will easily take me out, and I don't get to spin away those spikes, so I am going to have to just deal with it. So I bring in my Semi-Seer, go for a Flamethrower just to get some damage on that Machamp because I mean, Semi-Seer needs to do something in this game, and I really don't have any uses for this Semi-Seer since Magnezone is dead. And he goes for the Stone Edge, gets a crit. I don't even think that crit really mattered, but yeah. So I bring in my Sawsbuck. I thought a Stab Horn Leech would be able to take out this Machamp. No, it lives with a smidgen of freaking HP, and it KOs me with a Dynamic Punch, and I was so freaking pissed. I was so mad because I could have had me a full health Sawsbuck, just ready to wreck some shit, But I'm not. I'm just gonna stop complaining, and I'm gonna go ahead and take out this Machamp with the Ice Beam from my Suicune. So yeah, I really thought he was gonna try to switch into a Whimsicott, predicting me to go for a Scald or something, but whatever. So anyway, he brings it in now. Goes for Leech Seed because he knows for a fact that he's going to die from an Ice Beam no matter what he tries to do, and there will be no reason for him to sub up anyway. So he just goes for the Leech Seed because all he has left is his Tentacruel, and he wants to wear down my Suicune because I am poisoned, and now that I'm Leech Seed, he's gonna wear me down a lot quicker, and also in the fact that I can't really do anything to this Tentacruel because it's a special wall most likely, and I know it's probably max HP, max special defense or something like that, something of that sort, possibly. I really don't know the EVs or the spread on this thing, but yeah, as you saw, I dodged his Hydro Pump like a boss. That was awesome. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Anyway. He sets up another layer. Of toxic spikes, and I go for the Scald, trying to get a burn on this thing because I want this thing statused, and that's the only thing that I have that can status it, So I think I go for another Scald after he tries to go for a Hex on me and try to take me out, which surprisingly enough it did not work. Even when I'm at 77 HP, that means Suicune is just a freaking boss. It's a champ, man. But seeing that Suicune can't get a freaking burn on this thing, you know, it's like, whatever, man. So I'm going to end up dying to the Leech Seed, and he's going to be at full HP. So all I have left is a Scarf Terrakion. I hope I pronounced that right. So all I have is this Scarf Terrakion, and so I had to sit here and debate, would a super effective Earthquake do more damage than a Stab Stone Edge? But then I thought to myself, what if I miss the Stone Edge? That's my ass. What if I get a crit on the Stone Edge? That's his ass. So I had a debate, and I just went with the one that has more accuracy and is super effective. So I went for the Earthquake. Obviously, it's not going to kill it because this thing is pretty damn bulky. And he's going to go for the Hydro Pump, and he misses the Hydro Pump. I dodge it like a boss, and that is my game right there. Narrow 1-0. What is good? No, but seriously though, but if he hit that Hydro Pump, I would have probably lost. And it's really unfortunate for him that he missed the Hydro Pump, but I mean that's just what happens in the game. So so yeah, it was a really good game, guys. Wait, what am I saying? Anyway, don't forget to drop a like on this video. It really help out their channel. If you like this video and my narration, you can come swing by my channel. I have a lot more videos for you to like, dislike, comment on, whatever. And if you like what you see, you can subscribe to my channel. Also, go check out Nexus. Everything will be in the video description. I appreciate Pokemoshpitbeta for uploading this video. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you have any comments or anything like that, please put them below because I always read the comments. And I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching.